sitting outside. I just wanted to talk to you guys about my hair because I'm about to dye it green. And I guess I should start at the origins, which is why I started my locks. It didn't start as this grand spiritual thing for me like it is for a lot of people. I am just very impulsive by nature. And this was another one of those impulse things. I had spent the entire summer talking to my dear friend, Michaela Sinclair, pictured here. And I really loved her hair, and we just kept talking about it, and she was really trying to urge me to like start slow and do faux locks, like the crochet faux locks and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, like I'm gonna do that or whatever. And then I did not. I just jumped straight in one day after a failed attempt to dye my hair red because I knew nothing about bleaching and coloring and stuff like that, so it was just awful. So it didn't work out, and then I was frustrated, so then I just went ahead and I twisted all my hair up, and I was like, well, this is the start of my locks. And that was 2 years ago now, and now my hair looks like this. Alright, quick what I actually used to dye my hair video, because I didn't record that at any point. So I used, for the bleach, I used Clairol 30 Cream Developer, and then I also used Clairol's BW2 powder bleach. For the actual color, I used 2 bottles of 164 Adore semi-permanent dye, which is electric lime, and I used 1 bottle of 165 by them, which was Clover, which was the darker green color I used. I had procured a mixing bowl and brush. I only used the bowl because at some point I was like, fuck this brush, this is hard, I'm not using it. So, you know, you don't really need it. I feel like all professional hair people would be like, you know, please just use the brush and stuff like that. I did not foil. I used Vaseline just to, you know, keep my edges protected and my neck and stuff, because that bleach can burn you, and then also the dye can stain you. And then I use gloves because, you know, protect your hands. And that's really it. I'm shedding tears because the shit is just so strong. It smells really effective, really bad. It's just, you know, it's chemicals. So, you know, chemicals in my hair. I'm starting down here because, you know, they say you should not do your roots first because they process faster. You know, I'm trying to listen to the 6,000 videos I watched of people failing on YouTube bleaching their hair. I think this is actually how I die though, in this bathroom, with the fumes of bleach in my hair. I'm literally tears on the. I'm also just so scared because if you can't tell from my application, I'm obviously not a professional, and I have no idea what's going to happen to my hair. I pretend that the tears are just feeling so overwhelmed because my hair is 2 years old now, which is something I'm overwhelmed about, but it's not what I'm crying about in this moment. The weather already changed. This is the art. Hi, so I just wanted to do a quick little vlog type thing before I rinse this out. My hair took really fast, which surprised me just because my hair usually does not do color well at all. So I'm about to rinse it out now. And, you know, be a blonde for a little bit, and then I'm going to do the green. So here we are. Hello, so I am back post bleach. This is what my hair looks like. I really like it. Just cool, you know, it's bleached, it's lighter. And after discovering the awful spotty job I did just trying to dye the individual locks, I am not going to touch my roots at all because I will be looking a patchy ass spotty-eyed mess. So I'm not going to. I have no idea what the look back looks like, so let me turn around so I can finally see it. And so everyone can see it. So this is what my hair looks like right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. This is my hair in the middle stage, so I guess we'll talk about the middle stages of my locks now. Sometimes it is hard because then it just flashes me back to like the times when I actually was not cute, which is like the beginning. Like for instance, I'll never forget this day. I came into the Black Student Org office on campus, and I was like probably like 2 to 3 weeks in. And my dear friend, who I know will always tell me the truth because of this moment, I walked into the BSO and she was just like, sis, I think it's time for you to take those out. And I was just like, oh, like I'm locking my hair, like that's why I kept it twisted. And she's just like, oh, that makes so much more sense. And I was just like, yeah, it was real rough in the beginning. Like I'm not gonna pretend like it wasn't, because it was. And I don't believe in the ugly phase. I do believe in the awkward phase, which is supposed to come after that, when like your hair is just odd lengths and you don't know what to do with it. But I don't believe in the ugly phase because no one's hair is ugly. It just is what it is at the time, and you're just not comfortable with it yet. But you know, like I was just walking around looking like a chicken nugget, you know, a potato. My face is just really round, ovalish type, and it was just face with like my little twigs. So I just want to thank you all for accepting me during these parts before we got to like fine locks. It took a long time. It took work, patience, perseverance, and many days of me convincing myself to not cut all my hair off. So I just thank you all so much for being a part of that. And now we're about to get into this green. I was trying to decide if I was going to keep it like this for a while because I think it looks cool. I think this is a look that looks good on most people, especially with locks. But I've just wanted to do the green for a long time. My mom is basically begging me to keep it like this. And I think I will revisit this look at one point in life. But I want my green, so I'm gonna do the green. Alright, so little vlog 2. My hair looks great this color. Like, I'm gonna do this again. I don't know when it'll come, but I'm gonna do this again at some point. Cause just look like I can't flip the camera around, but this bun on top of my head, like my bun and locks has never looked this good. The color is just taking it up like 10,000 notches, and I'm overwhelmed that we've reached this stage. And y'all, my bun was so small before. Like it's crazy that it even looks like this size wise. Like forget the color. Like my hair used to be so like boop, it was just like this. Not even that. It was not even that large. It was just a little dot on my head. And I'm not gonna cry, but I am overwhelmed. I would say another large thing my hair gave me was time. I just had a lot more time to like focus on me. Like, for context, my hair before this was, I was loose natural. So, I was doing the twist outs, braid outs, wash and goes and stuff, and then also too the protective styles. Like in the later years before I finished this, I started to like do, like the kinky twists, braid my hair, all of that myself, and I was like a really big hair person. So I did like all the crochet and all that stuff, but I did it on myself. So it's like all the time I spent on my hair was me. Like I didn't go to anyone else or anything like that. But once I got the locks, it was like there's nothing to do. I just had to let it grow. And that's what it did. I mean, my hours in the mirror in the bathroom went from me fixing my hair to me then literally just admiring myself in the mirror. I didn't have anything to sit there and distract me from me. Like it made me realize how much I was using my hair as a distraction from the rest of the things that were going on with me.
So I guess when did you start growing your hair, or like, because I feel like your hair is a big part of your image and your vision and like how people like remember you. Did you think it was always gonna be like that, or you just started growing it?
Yeah, I remember when I was when I actually like started first coming out and I was putting out videos. The team I was with back at that time, it was like, don't lock your hair, and I was just like, fuck that. Fuck you. I'm locking my hair. So it started like 2011. And it wasn't about like, I don't know, I didn't think about anybody else or anything like that. I used to change my hair like a lot of women do a lot. I used to do the weaves, all that shit, the press, the curls. But before I got locks, I started going more natural. And I knew once I wanted it, like I had to make a commitment. Like this gonna be with me. So I'm gonna let it swing till it like hits really, really down. Maybe to my toe, and then I'm gonna cut it and like probably connect it like really thick and just let it freeform.
But with the locks, especially because I don't get retwist or anything either, and whenever I did do like the 2 retwists I did them myself, which was also like a lot of time, and that's what made me also decide like permanently like I'm just gonna be freeform, was the amount of time it took me to do the retwist after it already stopped doing my hair really. Like I just spritz oil, roll out the door. It gave me back a lot of time. The most interesting thing about me being freeform so far is how many people will just like walk up to me and be like, oh, well, one, they'll hand me their cards for retwist and they'll be like, yeah, totally, I retwist hair, you should come get your hair retwisted. Or 2, just be like, when's the last time you got a retwist? You need a retwist.
People always want to touch the locks. Don't do it, okay? Don't touch black women's hair. This is a general tip for your life, okay? This is not for filmmaking. General tip for your life.
And like these are strangers like walking up to me, like telling me what to do with my hair and stuff, which is really interesting to me just because, in the Bible, Jesus had freeform locks. And are you going to walk up to Jesus and tell him what to do with his hair? Like I'm just curious, but I didn't think he would, but so maybe stop doing it to other people with their locks. Like I personally have no issue with my hair and like the kimpness of it, and I like the frizzier and more natural look on me because that's like another reason why I started, because my hair was so thin before. Like I wanted the volume and stuff, and it's just, this is my natural hair journey. Like it works the best for me, so it's very interesting to me when like people just walk up to me and just like, you should do this, this, and this with your hair. It's like still something I experience even now. The only reason I decided to do green was just because literally it's my favorite color, and I've wanted to do green for a really long time. Now. And now it's here, and I just feel like green brings a lot of like prosperity and growth, because obviously the plants and stuff are green, and then too like as far as abundance, like money's green, my hair is green. It's just literally life. Like it's just, as much as I feel my hair growing, I feel trees growing and all of that, and it's been a beautiful experience and very interesting dyeing my hair.
Our people now must know the truth and deal with it. Because if we don't deal with it, you know, it's judgment time. And there is some who God really pick, that some must survive. So we are called for the survivors, them now. You know, because it's not a joke. Those who survive know so them have to survive because it is an inborn thing in them. Them know that. So we want to get her in now because, you know, you can't wait much longer.
Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I dyed my hair the first time. I'm going back over it now with the darker green because the front was kind of like that icky green people talk about. And I wasn't really a fan of it because it wasn't vibrant at all. So I went back over it like really thoroughly and we're gonna see how it turns out. I didn't show that part on camera because honestly, like dyeing your hair also on camera and trying not to touch things is exhausting. Like I really commend you, lovely YouTube people. Like that was a lot of work. So I'm probably never doing it again. So, but yeah, it's on my head. So we'll see it later. I've now finished coloring my hair. This is my 2-year Lozakovich. Very excited about it. I didn't celebrate my year anniversary last year, so that's why I'm trying to like compensate by doing all of this year. The beginning was hard. When they say it teaches you how to love yourself, they are not exaggerating.
But that real love, that love that sometimes is difficult, difficult to have, that's that love. And that's a confidence builder.
I would say around the middle stages of my locks, I started to go through my self-love transformation. Like I would think definitely, like as far as my hair goes, I've never been this confident in my entire life. Like as far as my physical appearance, as I've been with locks. And where it really started was I used to have a Finsta, and every month, like, or week to week in the beginning, I would do like my little, like this is my lock update, like on my Finsta with people I was close to. And just every week I saw it grow more and more, and then at some point I had this realization that like my hair was now locked, so it's not shedding anymore. So anything I put into my hair was gonna stay there, and it like sparked this whole thing into me. It was just like, well, I'm only putting love into my locks, period, if it's gonna stay there, because like I didn't want any of like the negativity that I had before trapped in there. And it became like radical self-love. Like I was very intentional. That was the first time like in my life I started to become like intentional about the things I was saying to myself about myself, or like the circumstances in my life, because it was so important to me that like my locks grew well. And like when I first started them too, I said a prayer, like I went through one by one and said a prayer for each one.
You know, and then one day I woke up and it was like my skin was just, it was so thick, it was impenetrable by those fiery darts. They just had no effect. And I realized that that was a strength and a confidence that only came from a higher source.
And then too, as far as lock superstition, I just wanted to mention this because I get asked this a lot, which is really weird, which is how many locks I have. And my answer to that question is always at least 10, which is what I stole from Amita. And it's like, because I refuse to count my locks just based on like literally this one YouTube video I saw at the very beginning when someone said it's like bad. It's like bad luck to count your locks. So I've never counted them. I have no idea like how many locks are on my head. So I just say at least 10.
And then I went out and bought some books that were about anatomy.
And then you started imitating
Well, not really imitating, because but I use them as a source material.
Yeah. So why'd you want to do anatomy stuff?
Because I felt like it.
Because you felt like it, or just becoming conscious of your own body?
No, just for more academic references, to juxtapose them with what I do normally.
And that's that, and I'm very happy with the green. This is what it looks like. And
I hope that I know that was very, like, I don't mean to sound ethereal, because what I'm saying, I'm telling you, is heavy as bricks. It's concrete. It's very concrete. Sometimes it can sound like doo-doo-doo, but it's not that.
Show that your stuff's laid. If you're not seen green, you better be wearing Jane.